Coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest, an undisclosed bunker in Oregon, where the gas prices right on I-5 are $4.99 for regular and $5.69 for diesel. Yeah. Anyway, these are the times that try men's souls. I just thought I've been doing research. That's why I had to push back the time, trying to find more about the Ukraine biolabs. And to be honest, when this first came out, I was like, could be a conspiracy theory. I didn't have an opinion either way. But it looks like it's more than likely 90%. I think is probably true. And I think 3 links below that you can go watch at your leisure. It's just once again our freaking government can't tell us the truth. And Jen Psaki was up there today saying, that's total Russian propaganda and stuff. Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see how it plays out. But from what it looks like, quote, the conspiracy theorists get it correct again. But I usually don't jump on board until, I do more research. That's just the type of guy I am. And it's apologies for pushing this back a little bit. But I was watching some more stuff there and trying to get more knowledgeable about what's going on. But, I don't know what anybody else thinks. If you want to chime in there, cool, and chat. But I did watch Ted Cruz there leading the convoy today, and I searched all over MSNBC, CNBC, CBS, ABC. Nobody's covering, not even really Newsmax, which is crap. And I don't think I saw it on Fox. And of course, I hate doing it, but I got to do it because I have to have the knowledge. I turned on CBS Evening News tonight, and it was I had the volume down because I knew that they were going to cover all Ukraine. Nothing about Ted Cruz's press conference with the leadership of the truckers there, but yeah, typical. Anyway, yeah, I'm leaning more towards this biolab, conspiracy theory being probably right. Like I said, 90-10 easily. And, White House is blaming everything on Russia. We're back to Russia. I mean, it just reminds me of, the Brady Bunch. Marsha. It's Russia. Anyway, let me check chat here. Let's see who's in here. Oh, we got 4 in here. Cool. Aurora Northern Brigade. Yeah, I was going to call you tonight, dude, but I got a little sidetracked with doing research. Donnie Cantrell. How's it going? I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, 15 bio. That's what I'm seeing, man. And there's more proof coming out. Tucker Carlson, covered it tonight, and he's. I mean, I really don't like Tucker, but he usually has his facts lined up, and I've seen it a couple other places. So, and then I think it's the 3rd video link down there. I was searching for, I don't know, like an hour for this original video of Rubio questioning. She's like undersecretary for something, and he asked her a question, and she basically admits it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that was yesterday. I did post the video that came out today in the link below, and I think I sent it to people that I know that are interested in the whole situation here. But it's another distraction from gas prices. I mean, geez, I didn't get out yesterday. I got out tonight and was like, ah, crap, I'm gonna drive to the gas station. Think I got a full tank, but yeah, it was like $4.99 for a regular. Jeez, you got to be kidding me! Unbelievable. That's higher than it was back in 2008 when we had the high gas prices out here in Oregon. But yeah, good luck, folks, with your paying high gas prices. Wilford Wimley. I love that name. Wilford Brimley, yeah. Conspiracy theorists are Nostradamus now. Yeah, right. Um, what bloodline is Zelensky is? Well, I think by birth he's Jewish, but I don't want to get into all that stuff. Everybody goes off the rails with anti-Semitism and crap. So I'm pretty sure he's Jewish by birth. I don't know what he practices for religion, but yeah, pretty sure that's what he is. But yeah, I don't know if. Let me see here. Anybody who wants to come up and talk about this, get it. Put out any intel that they have regarding this. What just pisses me off is the media and the damn White House. It's like the media and the White House is like YouTube and Facebook and pretty much everything else. I mean, they're just censoring crap, and they won't show the Ted Cruz press conference today with Brian, who's a spokesperson for the trucker movement. There, that guy's awesome. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I hate Cruz really because he called January 6th people what he did. I'm not going to say it here on this platform, but hey, at least he brought some attention to the movement. And I mean, that's a sitting senator, so that says something for those guys. So, um, uh, Mouthpiece Media just got off the phone with Jebediah. He's pretty pissed. Oh yeah, buddy. Did you see the Senate passed the House 1.5 trillion omnibus bill tonight, 61-28. Freaking rhinos. I'm sorry. My opinion is shut down the damn government. They're still going to pay benefits. They're still going to pay the military. They have to. But Jebediah, yeah, Jebediah is a pretty good guy, man. That's inside joke there, guys. Mouthpiece Media and I are pretty close, so yeah, Jebediah. Yeah, you guys should go over and check out Mouthpiece Media. He puts out some good stuff, and I think he had Jebediah on last night or yesterday. Yeah, I think so. Hexafus at 2 o'clock in the morning. Was it 2 o'clock when they? Well, I heard it on the radio. I was taking a shower and I was like, ah, crap, those damn rhinos. And that's just one. These omnibus bills. Can they just freaking? Can we force these assholes to make a freaking budget for a year and stop passing this bullshit that's got, you know, 700, 2,000 pages in it where they're giving stuff to, transgender studies and, we got to study the some moth that has sex with the same gender and, we got to check out these fish that do weird. I mean, it's just crazy the shit our government funds, and it's people don't give a shit. It's your freaking tax dollars, and nobody gives a rip. That's what pisses me off too. Late night rant, I guess. But I was actually talking to a family member tonight, and of course, every time they talk to somebody about what's going on, they kind of put their hands over their ears, and it's like, hey, you're never gonna reach some people. It's time to move on and drop that person. Don't even talk to him anymore. And sorry, I seriously don't talk to people more than like a couple minutes when I get out, and I get red flags right away where it's like either they have no clue or I can tell they can disagree with me or they don't look at facts. It's emotions over facts. I want to think about rainbows and unicorns and leprechauns and all kinds of other crap, and I'm too busy watching Netflix and being on Facebook and yeah, man, I don't need. I can't even go to my state, website and find out what the hell our legislature is doing. Yeah, nah, somebody else will do it. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of people saying somebody else is going to do it, and we just got to wait till 2022 and take back the House and the Senate. Well, shit, man, they had the House and Senate back in 2010, didn't do shit. They had it. What was that? 2016, didn't do shit. So I mean, apathetic Americans. Thank you, people, for fucking up our country. Sorry, mom. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up, otherwise I'll probably make this short. I just wanted to kind of put out the biolabs thing and the links, 3 links below. I think I put 3 links in there. If you want to go watch them at your leisure, make your own decision. But I'm leaning 90-10 toward the original quote conspiracy theory was probably correct. Um, who's right? He's right, Who's he? Somebody in chat or me? I'm not right all the time. I guarantee that. That's why I kind of sit on things for a while until I have backup. I don't make those knee jerk reaction as, well, I saw this somewhere and that's true. And it's like, well, no, actually, if you dig deep and go down the rabbit hole with Alice, you find out your initial opinion could be wrong. And I admit, I my first impression was, nah, it's not real. Oh my gosh, we got a got a guest.
Oh shit!
Mic check. What's up, buddy?
You caught me hunting.
What, man? If you're busy, man, I don't expect you guys to come up if you're busy.
I'm just joking. I found it earlier and then dug it out. Let's clean it up, getting it ready.
Yeah. Oops. People just don't know anything. That's true. Absolutely. Well, I think people have cognitive dissonance, man. They have one belief and they won't open their minds. I mean, it's left on the right too, where people, God, there's still people talking about the cue ball movement, and
Oh my lord! Don't get me started on that.
What's that?
I said, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the argument, Right.
Hang on a second.
Sincerely.
Sorry. You're kind of cutting out on my end, so I got to put my phone on my my ice pack here. I think it's getting heated up again from freaking StreamYard, which is crazy. StreamYard's the only application I use that actually makes my phone overheat. Yeah, taxation without representation. Time for another Tea Party. Well, the last Tea Party didn't do shit. To be honest, they didn't do shit. Neither did Newt Gingrich and the contract with America after 2 years, man.
Okay. Okay, if everything rolls like that, okay, if we're gonna be like, okay, remember the Tea Party? Okay, remember what came after the Tea Party? Yep, I'm that dude. Remember that, man. What came after the Tea Party, bro? They
it was we're gonna repeal Obamacare, just like they said in 2016. Jeez.
I'm sorry, I was laughing.
Oh, Hexfoo's good comment. Yeah, right, exactly. Oh God, don't get me started on flat earthers. Jeez.
I didn't say nothing about shit like that.
No, I know. I was just trying to keep track of chat here, so.
Oh man. I got an 03A3 that's MOA.
Yeah. So what do you think about what about this biolab conspiracy that looks like it's probably true? I mean, I know.
Yeah, remember when I said that the other day and everybody was like, "You're so."
And I admit, man, I had questions at first because I didn't. I mean, you get it from one source, and once you look into it, it's like, okay.
I think we know different people.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you, dude, we're all fucked. Buckle up, Buttercup.
No, we're not fucked. That's I'm telling you, man. And you know, I know you personally. I've known you for a while personally, but that's the problem is people saying we're fucked and they're not doing anything about it.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
doing stuff,
nothing
but I'm
personal
doing
to you,
stuff
but
because that's
it's
what keeps me going is knowing that we're fucked.
yeah. Well, I know you do what
Because
you
if you
do.
look around at what you're dealing with, okay, say we all step in the same fucking playground all at once, and we're trying to stay safe and do this and do that. I mean, there's all ways different to go to be getting good and getting fucked or getting living or dying or whatever, you know.
Sure,
There's a
but
lot of different directions and dimensions that are amongst us, and people don't realize that.
yeah, but the whole
The
thing of
very
okay, we
footsteps
can
you
we
walk in.
okay, we can all take care of ourselves. A lot of us are quote prepared. Shit really hits the fan. You're probably not as prepared as you should be, unless you're living out in
Hell
the middle of
no.
nowhere in the wilderness and you're a wilderness man. Hang on a second, but it's the attitude that I hate is people saying I agree we're fucked, but we got to do something about it. And if you're
Yeah,
not part
yeah.
of the
I
solution,
agree with
you're
that too.
part of
I'm on
the
the
fucking
same page
problem.
as you.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the fucking problem.
Well, if you
And
look around
one
and you see
way,
what's standing next to you, it's really hard to stand tall and have what's standing next to you be like a limp dick. You
well,
know,
that's
my
why
wife
we.
wouldn't tolerate that. She would
Well,
not. She kicked me right out the house, man.
well, I mean, everybody's got their own personal situation, whatever. But pretty soon, I mean, I heard tonight, which is, I mean, it's totally screwed up, but that anybody watched the Ted Cruz press conference yesterday? There's a
I
young
did.
black teenager, black gentleman, and it
Yeah.
comes to come to find out that he got in the convoy with like no money, and he kind of like was like not hitchhiking, but riding with people. Got there, and
Yeah.
he actually put a freaking reporter in his place. Well, today he had to fly back to Texas, and the first flight it was on Delta, and he had a FJB or Let's Go Brandon shirt on, and the pilot took a picture with him, and then the next flight, his connecting flight, they basically wanted him to turn his hoodie inside out, or they kicked him off. They put him on a no-fly list, and he took JetBlue back to Texas, and it's like, you know, oh
You
my
know
god,
that
I
little
can't believe
slogan you
that.
just said? That little thing? I refuse to say it other than for reference. I refuse to say that or repeat it. I think it's
So
bullshit and propaganda. The whole FBG, I think it was plotted out at the racetrack, bro. Really do. Same with the
mm,
noose thing. Remember the noose thing? Remember that? There was a noose in the fucking doorway of the fucking garage at the fucking racetrack, and everybody got all
oh
fucking.
yeah, yeah, with the
Dude, there's a
black.
bunch of bull. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Dude, it's propaganda. Yeah, if we believe anything that we're looking at other than what's right in front of us and what's real. Like my wife is real, my daughter is real. You fuck with
Right.
either one of them, I'll end you. Promise.
Well, hey, chat.
Promise.
Is everybody here or Aura Northern Brigade okay? Because he's kind of like sounds like he's underwater on my end. Give me a 5x5 if you can hear him, or
Sorry.
the audio's messed up.
Probably.
My phone's it's cool now, so it shouldn't be a problem.
I,
But then,
I can't hear anything really, other than you. I feel like I'm talking to you, Bill, and I'm not talking to the
that-
chat because I can't see the chat.
that's okay, man. I mean, we talk offline, so
Well, like you like a good rant every now and again, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's. I
Every
mean,
man's entitled to his rant. It's
my
just
my best
words.
best rants are always offline to you or Mouthpiece or a couple other people.
Fuck,
It's like,
dude. Let's spread the word, man. It's too late for that,
yeah.
man. It's time to fucking spread it out, man. Share
Yeah.
the wealth. I think our friends need to hear it too. Is it like five of us in here, probably?
Hey, there's good day. How's it going down in
Yeah.
down here?
If truth seeker females down there, I just want to say hi. I don't know if you are, but I just want to say hi.
Yeah, she's probably in bed, man.
She's awesome though.
She's she's great. She's a hard worker, and yeah. Usually, this late at night, she's tuckered out and probably sleeping. So, but I do
Eh,
appreciate it. But
Every
she's
time I
a good
ever
lady.
see her on here, she's working, man.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like, I'm
a good
working.
lady, man. Yeah, she's good. I like
She's
her.
like, I'm working all the time. She's working. And that's what America does, you know. We live and we work and
Yeah,
we keep that dream alive, you know.
right.
But and not everybody can afford to fucking just leave everything that they have and fucking go off to some
Yeah,
protest.
well,
That's
right,
no
but
bullshit.
hey, here's one thing you can do.
Like,
I'm gonna do tomorrow. I thought about it because I'm kind of pissed that um, Jim Jordan, Boebert, Tom Cotton. I mean, there's other people in Congress. I'm just gonna call their office and say, hey, look, I'm not a
are we
constituent.
allowed to just call their office, like their actual office?
Yeah, just go to congress.gov and you can find any of their office phone numbers there. Sure. I mean, it's easy. Congress.
Can we just seriously go down there and I'm saying like completely unarmed or all that bullshit and talk to them man to man? Are we allowed to do that?
Right now with COVID, I don't think so. I think you got to have. I mean, it's kind of like what's going on here in Oregon.
Oh,
They
what
still
the
have
fuck, man?
Capitol open, and of course, I can't get a hold of any of my reps, but at least I can call and leave a voicemail, and then
I guess we'll have to do it my way.
and get on their website and send them a message. Sorry, I missed that, man. Sorry.
I said, I guess we'll have to do it my way.
Nah, we don't want to do it that way, dude.
This is a joke.
But I mean, you can't. I mean, if people can't afford to get down there, I mean, I could probably if yeah. I mean, right now, once I sell my house, I could afford it. But yeah, I mean, you can still do your part. You can get
Yeah.
involved in a group. Try to create a group. Go to your school meetings. Call your senators and representatives, and just deal
I've
with.
seen a lot of the constitutional carry stuff's going through, and that's really cool.
Yeah, Guns
Did
and
you see
Gadgets.
that?
Yeah, he's been on top of that. I really like
Oh man,
him.
Guns and
Very
Gadgets is really on top of it, man. He
Yeah,
got it
that guy,
going.
that guy is he is a hound when it comes to 2A
Dude,
laws.
we should seriously make him some sort of stupid reward. I don't know. I'll build it. I'll even make it. You know, I'm a good wood worker and got access to good wood, like good solid hardwood. You know, like pretty stuff with good marble in it and stuff. We
Yeah,
should make him something and send it to him as like a. Cause seriously, that dude does good things. I don't have a lot of money, but I got a little bit of
yeah, I
time
mean,
and access to
yeah,
good wood.
yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, I'll promote good channels, and he's one that I've always been subscribed to for
Yeah,
like 2 years. I mean, when
I
when the
always
puts
send his
out,
videos out. Every time I get
when
one,
he
I
puts out
send it out.
something, I gotta watch it. I have to watch it. It's like because I mean, he's on top of this crap like stink on shit, man.
Hmm.
He's
He
but
is. He's really good
yeah.
at it too.
I'm sorry, what?
I said he's really good at it too.
Yeah, he's a good researcher, and that's what like today I kind of like I didn't want to watch. I really don't watch a convoy driving. I mean, it's kind of boring as shit, but I was
I
trying to.
seen you in that chat earlier. Don't lie to me.
Well, yeah, I pop in from time to time.
I wasn't allowed to talk. I was gonna say. I tried to say something to
Say,
you,
say hi,
but
kid.
you was gone. You were out of there by the time I said something because I
Yeah.
checked it in on
Okay.
too.
Yeah. See, I pop in
But
and out. I'm looking at other stuff, and I'm like, oh, let's go check and see what Sasnak's doing, or
at
because
least
I
you threw your voice down though. That's cool. You know.
well, I kind of heard earlier, and then I was doing research and came back later. Because earlier people were saying some guy got pulled over and got a ticket or something like that, and it turns out I guess that wasn't true, according to the spokesman there. He got a warning or something like that. But no, I pop in and out throughout the day and just kind of see what the hell's going on because you never know. I mean, you got that many trucks out there. Is there an accident or you know?
Dude,
Whatever.
You want to hear my honest opinion on this? And this is just strictly opinion. There's no facts behind it, but it's opinion. And I think what they are doing, okay, is they're bringing everybody out into the open, and there are people amongst them that aren't with them, and they are going to come to light in some way, shape, or form, okay? And it's not going to be good. It's going to be the whole social credit thing. Like, this is it.
Sure.
And I really think that they're instituting it in a way of like, I think they're kind of like leaning off of it a little bit, but they're watching, man. They're watching.
Yeah,
They know
but
everybody that's there.
all right, hang on.
Everybody.
We got a guest coming up.
No matter how many of the people are, they're watching it.
Well, the whole thing is you can't be afraid. There's going to be infiltrators. I mean, geez, in war, there's always infiltrators. But hey, welcome.
I'm not
JC,
saying
man.
that. I'm just saying that it's time to maybe we should start identifying them, and maybe people that are guilty of treason in our government should be held accountable. And that should be part of their demands instead of like, oh, we don't want to wear a mask anymore. No, fuck that, man. Get rid of this NDAA bullshit and the Patriot Act. Get rid of that, you know?
No, I agree with that. Let's see what JC has to chime in here. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, kids. How you doing?
Hey, boy. You know what I heard? I heard if you take too many showers, it washes all the testosterone down the sink.
That could be a possibility. It could be a possibility.
Take more baths. Soak in that masculinity.
Yeah. I'll have to go see if I can find some of that Jean Naté shit that you pour in your bathroom. I'm going to wash some of this testosterone shit out of me.
Oh, they'll wash it out of here. God forbid we have that.
Hey, James, JC there. What do you think about the biolabs, info that's coming out yesterday and today?
I think it's been pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
And, when I first saw that a few days back, my first thought was, I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm wondering if Putin's intelligence network got wind of that or discovered it, and maybe that's one thing on his list of many that he said, "Oh hell no, that's another thing we can't have sitting next to us." I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. I don't know. I'd see what everybody thinks, but I don't know.
I almost feel like Putin's fighting the new world order. I said that. That's how I feel. I think he's fighting the new world order.
I'm on the same page with you. Now that's just my opinion, but I think he's
because look at everything they're shoving down our throats. Everything's his fault.
Well, there's a couple.
And everything from the past I've heard from. I mean, he's been almost he's got his own rules and their ways and whatever, but I don't know. I have crossed feelings about it because I've seen Red Dawn.
I'm not. I mean, I know the evil, corrupt, dictator nature of the guy. I've been studying, studying it for decades. I know Putin. Okay, I know who he is. He's
old school KGB.
Yeah, he's got. I won't say he's got as much tight control on Russia as Xi Biden. Oh, I'm sorry, I was going to say Xi Biden. No, Xi
same difference.
Yeah, Xi over there in the red flag country. I don't think he's got as much control as Xi Biden. Oh shit, I slipped again. I'm sorry, Xi, but I think he's got enough control. And you hear me say it all the time. I think he's got enough control on commerce and obviously the military. But I think what he's trying to do, again, this is not the opinion of the host. This is just my opinion, my analytical opinion. I think he's trying to preserve what he thinks he can preserve in the, again, don't take this out of context, but in the greatness of Russia, in the greatness of the Russian people. I think he's trying to preserve what he thinks will be Russia for the next 50 to 100 years. And
Well, do you know there's actual proof, and I've seen it on like 3 different occasions of all this stuff about the like AZ people and like all the different letters and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
they're saying that that all them fellas were they're basically private contractors.
Well,
Okay.
there's a lot of them folks over there right now. Trust me.
So let's take that into perspective too,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm sure Putin is. I'm sure he is. And who's financing that and shit? He ain't blind, man. He's gonna see all that bullshit, and he's gonna
Well,
react to it.
I'd like to see what, not only what folks in chat, but I'd like to see what our host opinion is of what we just said. What do you think, Bill?
Well, what you know, when it comes to Russia and China, and we talked about this the other day, JC. You know, they have 100-year picture, 50-year picture, and what do we do here? We keep passing, you know, omnibus bills. They don't even pass a bill in Congress, and it's like they think about what's going to happen next week. They don't think about the big picture, right? They don't think in the long term of, you know, just look at our debt. You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's
No, they're too busy doing that like bullshit with Jesse
well,
Smollett just so that they can make it illegal to hang someone for treason. They did
well,
that.
it's you know, it's all these politicians, and you know, yeah, like I said, Ted Cruz got up there with the truckers today, but I mean, to me, it was more like a photo op campaign commercial for him when he runs again, you know, and it's like, okay, yeah, yeah, sitting senator did join the convoy, cool. Yes, they got a win there, but then, you know, his agenda, I guarantee, was, you know, money raising, and what happens is when these senators and representatives get into Congress, they have to raise, you know, like so much money every year for their parties, and that's what they do is they go out and they schmooze people and you know have 1,000 plate dinners and shit. I mean, it's crazy how corrupt our damn government's got. But I think that, you know, I think the movement here is, as long as they sustain it, I think it's going to work out. But the whole thing is sustaining, and it's, you know, I know people are negative about it, you know, and this and that, nothing's going to happen. It's like, well, if you got that attitude, then, you know, stick your head in a hole and just deal
No,
with.
it's not like that. It's just like it's too late for things to happen like that, Bill.
Well, no, I get that, man, but the average American public is, they've been asleep, if you want to call it that or whatever, and uninformed forever. I mean, literally, you know,
It's time
I don't
for a
want to say,
strong hand. I'm saying it. I'm gonna say it out
what I'm
loud.
saying
Time for a
is
strong
you,
hand.
right, but you, James, and I would like this to be like a magic wand of like snap your fingers and shit's gonna, you know, be fixed. Well, there's a lot of fighting that has to be done
Oh, it's
to
gonna be nasty and
get
ugly,
it.
buddy. It'll be nasty and ugly.
I'm not talking about that kind of fighting, dude. I'm talking about people, you know, stop complaining and fucking do something. You know, James has got his own small business. I mean, you do what you do. You know,
I
you
know.
take
I
care
get
of,
it.
you take care of your daughter, you know,
I
and
do, but I do a lot of other things too.
well, yeah, I know what you,
Locally, in my own community, man, I'm kind of a, I don't know. I'm there. I'm there. You know, and I have the ability to be there, and like you snap your fingers, and I can be there for anybody, and you know, and that's what I like to do.
right.
I've
And
been
which,
even working on bartering with silver and stuff for about 2 years now. And amongst my neighbors, throughout bartering with eggs or whatever, I've distributed, I don't know how to say it right, but our whole block has silver. We can all barter amongst each other already.
Sure, but what do you? I mean, what is every? I mean, I'm sorry. We can agree to disagree, and I'll still be your
That's
friend.
where it's heading. Get ready for it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we can agree to disagree because I don't agree with you 100% of the time. I don't agree
You
with
don't think we're gonna lose our spot as the petrodollar? You don't think the petrodollar is fucking
but
gone right now?
yeah,
You don't think that?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is
Gone.
everybody can agree to disagree. I don't agree with you 100% of the time. I don't agree with JC 100% of the time. Everybody else, I don't agree with 100% of the time. But we're still friends. We can get along. But I'm trying to
That's
make
our right
it
though, to agree to disagree or whatever.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to make a point here is I'm tired of everybody talking, right? And you can talk to Albany here in Oregon and JC. He's doing shit down in his area, not getting much traction like me. But I mean, we're not going to sit back and just say I got a bunch of silver and gold and I'm going to barter and the country's going to go to hell in a handbasket and I'm just going to sit on my ass and do nothing because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, that's just my opinion. You can, take it or leave it. You may like it or may not, but that's my truth right now is people are just too damn comfortable, comfortably numb, like the Pink Floyd song says.
And Cheetos are good, right?
What's that?
Them Cheetos and Netflix. Let's Netflix and chill, everybody.
Yeah, Cheetos, cheese puffs.
That's
Yeah,
what it
but
is. It's all Netflix and chill.
It's nothing personal. It's just that's how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really give a shit what people think of me. I really don't.
You can live in my basement if you want, Bill.
I know you've offered me quite a few times. I'm not moving east of the Mississippi.
You and James, you guys could like snuggle or keep each other warm or whatever. That's a joke. Hey,
Damn.
James, you can have the camper.
Wow.
Because I love you too, brother.
Wow. Just my mind just created this visual of like me and Bill snuggle bunnies in a fucking bunk in a camper. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that would never happen.
What the hell, man? But you know how the mind works, it creates visuals, But anyway, yeah, that was a joke, everybody. That was a joke. But there's something that's on my mind here, and that I wanted to throw out there and see maybe if your audience or maybe on the replay people can comment, whatever. But I think I'm totally in agreement with you, Bill, and everything you just said. You know me. I've been tired and frustrated a long time. But the thing is when and this is kind of a giving props to Aura there, but if you're doing the a lot of the prepper community, they say do the things, right? That's kind of a common phrase in the prepper community. Do the things, get prepared, get your food stored. That's a common theme amongst preppers. Now, I'm not saying I know you're not a prepper channel or anything like that, whatever, but there's a lot of key concepts in being prepared, and it's not just stack it. Another phrase they use is stack it to the rafters, right? Stack all your food, stack all your wood, stack it to the rafters, right? It's another common phrase, right? Okay, fine, but the point is community, and like Aura's saying here that he can, at the snap of fingers, he can be at the assistance of somebody else, right? That's mutual assistance group shit, right? And we don't need to know the details because that's your guys' business there, Aura. But I'm just saying, the thing is community building, and if you've got to, even if it's just like Aura says here, it's everybody on his block has silver. Okay, great, that's great. Now, if they're making that work, and it's working on that one block, as he said, or in that one small community, great. That's kind of automatic resiliency because there's a network there and there's a community there of like minds or like processes that will help them be resilient and to some degree self-sustaining, right? So that's what needs to happen. And if we could multiply that 1,000 times, in different areas of the country, that's 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 the ultimate. That's where you start pulling yourself away from the system. That's where you start building your own resilient communities. You've got and you guys have heard me say this hundreds of times. That's where you've got your resources, your skill sets, the people that can fix cars, the people that can build houses. The Aura said he's a good woodworker. Skill sets, right? So that's where you start. And I've listened to several commentary. I don't want to chew up all your oxygen, Bill, here, but oxygen in the room, I should say. But the thing is if you're not, if you're not collecting that, in other words, forming it up, when the financial markets actually do blow up, which I think is imminent any day now. It could be next week, it could be 6 months from now, but I think it's imminent. It could happen at any time. That's the volatility that we're seeing, right? So, and I watch the financial markets, but what I'm saying is that if you're building, number one, you got to be willing to stick your neck out. You got to have a little fortitude and courage there to stick your neck out, right? You got to get out, right? But if you don't take the initiative, then you're going to be standing on a corner, a month from now with your thumb up your ass going, geez, I wonder what I should do now. So, and that's, don't take that the wrong way. It's just, that's the situation you're going to find yourself in. But if you're in, we got our friend in the Northeast, right? And I know he's on the East Coast, so it's good for him. All of us know who I'm talking about. But we got our friend in the Northeast. Now he's in a community very similar to the kind of stuff that Aura's talking about there, right? But I think, part of me is like, well, you want to keep it on the down low. You don't want to advertise it. You don't want people to know what your resources are and this and that. A big part of me agrees with that, but I think you have to get it structured. And I'm not trying to throw out a whole plan here or anything, but what I'm saying is people have to, I said it yesterday in my video, you got to get out of that comfortable sandbox. You got to do it. And because, I don't know if any of you watch, I'm pretty sure Bill watches, I'm talking about Christian up there in Ice Age Farmer, right?
Yeah.
And the stuff he's been putting out just in the last 3 or 4 videos, Ice Age Farmer, if anybody want to watch some really good shit, he gets into the weeds and the details. But he did one the other day about food rationing, and he doesn't just say, he doesn't just come on and mouth off and he's pissed off at what's going on. He actually breaks it down, and he tells you the technical details and the progression of what's coming and this and that. And I don't think the majority of people are really paying attention. But whether you're in a resilient community now, or whether you're trying to initiate one, or whatever you're trying to do, you need to do it because Bill and I we talk a lot and online and offline, and that I've been shifting for about 2 years now. I've been shifting my perspective more along the lines of being much more ready and much more prepared. Should I go to an ATM for 3 days in a row and can't get money out of it?
Right.
How am I going? These things. I hate to say it that way, but I don't think a lot of people are. They think the government's going to save them. The government's going to give them a stimulus check. FEMA's going to show up in your neighborhood and hand you water and food and peanut butter. And there's only so much of that shit to go around. But if the shit really escalates over in what your topic is tonight, if there's in that region, if things really escalate, which they probably are as we're speaking, because I don't think Vladimir is going to step down. I don't think he's going to step back or step down from what he's doing.
No, sir.
He's on several missions, and he's going to be trying his darndest to accomplish those missions, if you all know what I mean. And I don't think he's backing down. And you look at the big picture for a second. Understand how much wheat and grain a country like Ukraine produces.
Yeah, they're
community. Think about the fuel. Think about technology. Do you know how many pharmaceutical companies there are in Ukraine? that are producing pharmaceuticals, and along with not at the level of a China or an India or anything like that, but they produce a lot of things for the global community that comes in those container ships, right? And people don't realize. I don't know if they're paying attention or they don't realize or they just think good old USA government's going to save them. Take your pick, but there's a lot of crap that's going to be in that domino effect from what's going on, and God forbid, he hits the red button. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He picks up the red phone, presses the red button. God forbid, man. And I'm sitting here on the West Coast, so yeah, pucker factor high, right? Um, so I don't know, but
Well,
I
I mean, people may get pissed off at me tonight. I don't really give a shit. You know me, James. But what I'm saying, or what I guess I probably didn't convey right, is prepping is one part, creating a community is another part, but taking action to support groups that are, you know, going to secure your liberties, I think is got to be 50% or more of what everybody should be doing, because otherwise you're going to be in that boat where, yeah, you're going to be bartering and trading, and if you got your community, somebody finds out about it, you're going to have people on your doorstep going, "Oh, you got food and you got money." I mean, I'm just saying that's my opinion. Everybody may get pissed off at me, but that's just my thought. Is it's got to be a part, like a three step thing where you're going to prep. Okay, great. I
right.
do the same thing. I'm not a big time prepper, but then you got to try to build a community. Absolutely agree, but you got to do something else also, and that is get involved. With what's going on in our government, like we've always talked about, checking, what's going on in your state legislatures, knowing your state constitution, knowing the Constitution, looking at the, Federalist Papers and common sense and, all the shit our country is built on. And it's got to be multi-pronged. It can't be, okay, build communities, we're going to be fine. Well, I
Right.
personally,
Well, I'm looking at the comments here, and Donnie, I said that wrong. Donnie Cantrell. Okay. Um, the one he says there, you mind
now,
if I read? Nothing can be done to stop or change what's coming. All people can do is prepare to jump off the train and self-sustain the best they can, close to God as they can get. It's all people can do. Largely agree with all of that. And that's along the lines of what I'm saying. The next comment there he made about the prophecies. Well, for me, again, my opinion only. I keep my faith and my religion close to the vest. I don't get into that game too much myself, but
yeah,
I respect his opinion. And then Hexafoo says down there that quarter of the world's grain between
yep,
UKR and RUSS, right?
yep,
See, people know, you know, um, people know, but the problem is that there's just a fraction or a small amount of people that are actually absorbing the information and then saying, okay, stepping back and saying, okay, what do you need? What do we need to do? What do I need to do? What does me and my family need to do?
right,
Um, and I agree with you, man. I agree with you. The only thing I slightly disagree with on you only because of and I slightly disagree with you. And we've talked about it before.
yeah,
Is that no? I mean, we've had some great conversations
yeah,
about this, and
absolutely,
one of my taglines, not taglines, but one of my again, my opinion has been for a long time that the beast is too big. It's got unlimited resources. So when I say, okay, I want to get 1,000 people together and we're gonna work on, our project is to secure our rights and liberties and put them some bitches back in their box, right? Okay, that's great. But look at the resources that the entities they have.
That King. Wait, hang on a second. That King George had in 1776.
Right.
Yeah. What
Mhm.
happened then, man? Come on.
Right. No. I told you I was going to slightly disagree with you. Okay.
Why not?
Because we look at the resources, and I guarantee you, if I had 20 people living on Aura's block there, right, and 6 blacked out SUVs showed up in the middle of his block, right, and 20 black suits got out of there, what do you think at least 19 of those families is going to do?
Shit, they'd be wiping them off my neighbor's house.
Well, in an ideal situation, when we're not talking about, we can't talk about violence or any violent acts here, but
Yep.
the thing is my point is most people would cringe. Most people would go into immediate fight or flight, anxiety, panic. What are we doing? Who are those people? Why are there 6 black SUVs on our block? And there's 300 people ready to go right behind them. So what I'm
My
saying is,
street will have your car sold by noon.
well, I know you. I know where you're coming from. I understand your perspective. I
But
understand
yeah,
you know.
hey, JC Aura, JC, this you're well versed in the law, and you know, isn't our first choice to use the law? I mean, you used it successfully, right? For
Right,
your, your situation, and
right.
you beat it. You beat it, and that's got to be part of the solution too. Is do it legally. Do it legally. Exercise your rights. Know your damn rights, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I know how to exercise.
Yeah.
Well, or I think it was. I don't know if it was you or Bill posted that video on our Discord about the retired Marine. I don't know which one of you guys posted it or
Yeah,
something.
I did that.
Okay, so
That was fucked shit, man.
yeah, well, that was just in summary. Unless you want to summarize it, was when a retired Marine basically was traveling with all his life savings, and a Nevada badge and gun decided to pull him over and coerce him, basically lie to him and coerce him into allowing access to his possessions and permit. The Marine gave the permission to search his car because the Marine was, as the Marine said, he
He wanted to make their job easier.
right. He didn't want to create any problems. He wanted, nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But he should have stepped out of his car, locked the car with his remote, and said, "This is sovereign property right." Well, not sovereign. You don't want to use the word sovereign in front of them, some bitches. This is. I don't grant you permission to do anything without a warrant signed by a magistrate or a judge. Now get away from me and go get your little warrant. When you find it,
You
I'll be 300 miles up the road. Okay.
you want to know what my first thought was when I see that? Is everybody should have an M60 on the top of their car or the sunroof.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hang on a
Well,
second. Hey,
I'm
hey,
just
that,
saying.
that video that video is 6 months old at least. I'll try to find Good Luck America, which James, I got him the link to that guy.
Oh, that video was heartbreaking though,
He
seriously.
covered
Yeah.
that like 6 months ago, and it was just like, I'm just surprised people are, coming around 6 months later to see actually what, they
Well,
robbed
just
his
Dude
life.
was going to see his kids, man. He
yeah.
was
Yeah,
going to see his kids.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
totally
And
screwed up.
but on Bill's point, though, I mean, you got to be able to execute. You got to be able to know um, what your protections from tyrants are. You got to know what they are, but you have to know how to execute them. And it's
Yeah,
not rocket science.
probably. I wouldn't say that word execute around me too much.
Well, okay, I get you, but I'm saying,
Hey,
okay,
hey, 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 hey,
it's
come
a
on.
it's a
Hang, hang
it's a
on a second. Hang on a second. Aura, be careful. I don't have to take this video down, dude.
yeah,
Dude, we're laughing and joking, man. We're
Yeah,
just
I
having fun,
understand.
right?
but the
I understand.
flag words are
I'll talk to you offline about this, man. No
yeah.
worries.
Shit, we're just having fun, aren't we?
Well, yeah, but the algorithms are just ready and ripe for picking. So be
Right.
very
You didn't see my algorithm video?
yeah.
Yes, I
Well,
did. Yes, I did.
Did you
okay.
look into it?
Yes, I did.
Hmm.
What'd you see?
it's neither here or there. We're on a platform that I could get a strike.
I get
I
that,
can't
but
broadcast,
did
but
you did you read what I read about the who it was?
yes,
Yeah,
I did. But
yeah. We
that
all
is
saw.
here nor there on this platform, man.
Yeah. Well, I
Right
didn't say it out loud.
You got to
now.
be careful,
Yeah.
because
I-
if I said one word that relates to anything that's going on in the last 2 years, he'll get a strike on his channel. You know what I'm saying? It's that
Yeah,
easy
and
for
the
him.
truckers are pulling down a lot of their videos too, and a lot of
Right,
streamers
right.
because
Because they're doing
yeah,
that. Too.
they're walking past somebody that's talking about that shit, and they know. And I've seen it. A couple guys are like, "Well, that I don't want to get a strike because I'm trying." They don't agree with the platform, but it's the only way. Like you always say, it's a tool we have right now, and we got to
Right,
use it.
right,
And
right.
yes, we're going to follow quote their rules. I did accept it when I accepted the terms of service, right? So I'm going to try to not get this channel blown away like my last channel, which was doing really good. I'm not going to have that happen again.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's your channel, your broadcast,
Yep.
your stream. You got all rights and privileges, sir. You direct it the way you want. I agree. But I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
no offense to Order there, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
No offense.
Yeah. But no, along that line, Bill, exactly. And if you're not willing to step out of that comfortable sandbox, as I like to say, if you're not willing to step out and get some knowledge and understand how to, I don't want to say that word again because Or will get all excited. That was a joke. If you know how to deliver those points of protection in public or in a public arena, um,
I
if
think I've been pretty well behaved tonight. I think I've been doing pretty good. I'm just saying, guys.
I'm
yeah,
trying to keep it under control, man. I'll
yeah,
talk to you tomorrow, man.
yeah. But again, it's a like you said, Bill, like you said a couple minutes ago, right? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch, right? You have to be willing. You have to be willing to gain the knowledge. You have to be willing to be able to communicate and deliver and protect your protections from the usual suspects and the undesirable actors, right? You have to do that. You have to be, you hear me say it all the time. You got to have those connections. You got to have those communications channels with your community or your MAG, your mutual assistance group, or your whatever you want to call it. You got to have the connections. You got to have the knowledge. You got to have the connections. You got to have the resources to go forward. And if I could just add something on the convoy, and I think we've probably talked about this 3 or 4 times, Bill, but and I've made comments on some of those streams that hopefully when they all pull away from the Beltway and they all start returning to their homes or going back to where they're from and this and that,
I
I,
hope they stick it out. I
I,
hope they stick it out.
well, yeah, of course. But the thing is, thousands upon thousands of people are supporting what they're doing, including
Well, and,
myself.
and these people, all these people that are down there, they're not getting paid. They made a sacrifice, right?
Right.
Okay, some of them may be doing, gig jobs where they're doing that for a couple hours or whatever. But these truckers, they're not getting paid.
No.
I mean,
Where are they getting their fuel at?
they have fuel trucks that are coming in, and also they're the convoy, the Freedom Convoy anyway, or the People's Convoy. They've got a bus there you can take your fuel receipts to, and they'll reimburse you for it. So because it's
Hey,
a
if they're not
one,
afraid of breaking a couple EPA laws, I
well,
could send them to a strip mine to get some of that red fuel.
Mm.
The
right.
stuff that runs heavy equipment, it's the same shit. They go
Right.
through it.
Well, it's I'm hoping that each one of these people that are that motivated and have made, like you say, Bill, have made the sacrifices that when they when the dust settles and they start going back to their communities and their neighborhoods and their towns and cities, I hope that it doesn't, and I use this phrase on my some comments I made. I hope it doesn't wane into the abyss of obscurity. And what I mean, I think everybody understands probably what I mean by that. It's I hope it doesn't wane away. reminiscent of the Tea Party. I hope it doesn't wane away. I hope it expands out. But again, if you just go home and you sit in the garage and have a beer with your neighbor and talk about it, hey, what'd you think about that convoy? What did you we accomplished a lot, didn't we? Okay, well this is what we got done, this is what we did. Okay, great. Um,
That's only okay if you're building guns.
well, again, we got to be careful. We got to be careful of the words we're using on this platform. But
Don't maybe put you on mute again, buddy.
That was satire. That was a joke.
yeah, but
I
you
get
can't
it.
use certain. You can't use
I was
certain.
just joking. I didn't mean that by any ways.
Yeah, right,
That
Well,
was
hey,
my sense of humor. I'm a comedian.
right.
yeah.
Okay, but
Well,
you can't.
I heard something today, and I can't take credit for it. It was somebody I was watching tonight. I got tired of researching. I was like, yeah, let me go see what's going on with the truckers and stuff. And there's was a good interview with the guy. I mean, he's pretty much off the grid kind of guy, ex-marine, and he's like, you think about it as you got a pinky, right? You poke somebody with a pinky. Okay, that's one part of the thing. And then you have two fingers, three fingers, four fingers. But when you take those four fingers, which basically he was equating that to all the different things that people should be doing, and you clench it, boy, you got a lot of power there, right? It was a good analogy in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
And it wasn't meant to be violent or anything. It was just like you have more power if you're doing you're prepping, you're building community, you're contacting your representatives, you're getting more people involved, and you're a bigger group, stronger, than just you yourself prepping and going, well, the world's gonna end and the country's going to fucking shit, so I'm just gonna do what I can, and when people show up at my door,
Well, you still have to have the ability to teach your community too,
yeah,
if
right.
they're willing. And if they're willing, man, and if there's someone in any community, I urge them to teach your neighbors. If
Yeah,
you have any kind of skills, teach your neighbors. If there's any, if my voice on this fucking stupid thing means anything, just teach your neighbors if you know how to. Get them ready to, because
yeah.
you're gonna need to.
I think everybody's underestimating the American person, right? Just my opinion. But when you watch, yeah, okay, they may be out there waving flags. I mean, millions of people waving flags on the convoy there on the overpass and stuff. But if you don't think this is like stirring
I
something in
bet
their
if you
heart,
confronted any one of them people, if you confront them, I bet you like 7 out of 10 would buckle in fear.
mm, I don't know,
No
dude.
shit.
A
No
lot of
shit.
a
I
lot of
bet
those
you.
people, like I said, a lot of those people they gave up they're not working. They're making a fucking sacrifice, and I feel guilty sometimes. It's like, well, shit, why am I not there? Am I gonna make a fucking excuse? I guess I have been making an excuse. Why I'm not there, and it kind of sucks for me. And James, we took an oath, and I remember last year, there was the big quote, challenge that everybody was taking all these oaths, and uh, on social media, where are all those people now?
right,
Or
right.
they could be in the middle of the country. On the West Coast, we just don't know about it. I don't know. You
Hey,
know.
I,
just to let you know, I think Truth Seeker female just woke up from her.
Oh,
I've been working
there
all
she
damn day. I
is.
took a
I
nap.
true seeker female.
Truth
Oddball,
Seeker
here it is.
female, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing over there?
Oddball's right. Everything in an electric car is made of oil. Yeah, exactly. People are just fucking stupid, man. Plastic and good luck without.
I
Good luck
Can I
living with.
reflect on something that I heard that I think I remember right, and I'm sure she'll correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, and we've come across people, last couple of years on feeds, and people have made comments. But True Seeker said that it's just and this is an important point. It's frustrating because I think I remember her saying a while ago that uh, in her area, and I'm not going to say where she's at. That's her business, but in her area, it's very frustrating because not only are people waving the rainbow flags, and you know what I'm talking about, this and that, but it's hard to find people that you can form up, or you can count on, or you can build a small group or a small community with. It's hard and it's frustrating, but like Bill always says, what's that song you like to listen to when you're a wrestler? Eye of the
I had
Tiger.
a tiger, man.
Yeah, Eye of the Tiger, never surrender, all that good stuff. Okay, and that's what file folder does that come out of? That comes out of Fortitude. You
I'm the
gotta have the
tiger
antenna.
through the fight.
All right, everybody, shut up. Laura's gonna sing it for us now. Don't screw it up.
Sorry.
Oh
Hey, man.
man, I thought you were
Hey,
gonna sing it, man.
dude, you know,
Should I kept going?
Yeah,
hey,
man.
oh,
The floor
hey,
is
See,
yours.
sometimes I don't know when to keep talking, and I don't know when to shut up.
Go for it.
no,
Go for
no
it.
singing, dude. No singing, thanks. But
Oh,
JC,
okay. Okay.
JC there, if I do get down and I talk to him, he's like, remember I the Tiger? And I'm because, I try to stay up all the time, but there's times where I'm like, fuck. And he's like, remember I the Tiger? And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah,
Let me
I boomerang that shit back at you, don't I?
yeah, right.
You started saying that shit to me, what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah. I used to do all those videos. Yeah.
I boomerang it back at your ass once in a while. But
Little patent speech here and there to get you going.
right. And you know what he does, Ori?
Hey, you remember what Patton said?
Like, wait, Ori, you know what he does? Here's what he does.
You,
When he
you know
when
what Patton said though?
when he goes dark for like 4 or 5 days, right? And then he'll send me a text, or he'll call me and say, I'm just freaking frustrated, man. And so we'll talk for like 45 minutes. We'll get off the phone, man. And he'll still be frustrated. And I'll send him a little text, say, "I'd attack him, man. I'd
Yeah,
attack him."
that's right. Keeps
Boom. Next day he pumps out like 6 freaking videos. I'm like, you
yeah.
sneaky bastard, you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
You
man,
know what Patton said though? He
what,
said we defeated the wrong enemy.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just want to put that out there to anybody that's listening. We defeated the wrong enemy.
Hmm.
And that was George S. Patton, not me, brother, sisters, whoever the fuck's out there listening.
Well, I would encourage anybody to go watch the last address to the nation from Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1960. Go watch that address. Go pull it up on YouTube. Go listen to his final address to the nation there as he was getting ready to leave the White House there and open the doors for John Fitzgerald. Go listen to that address. And you would be surprised at how predictive it was.
That's the problem though. People don't know history, and like yesterday, because I do it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I need a break. I'm gonna go, look at the news from night. I mean, like yesterday, I was looking at 1979, and I was a kid. In 79, I was 9 years old, right? And I was actually in Germany, but you know, they were interviewing. I mean, the gas situation was still going on in 79, and it was like they were interviewing gas station owners, and they're like, we buy it for 38 cents a gallon, and we're selling it for 39. And I'm like, fuck, man, I love that gas price.
Ouch. That's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
They're making 1 cent off a fucking gallon of gas way back in 79.
Well, hey, Bill, can I key in on this one comment, if you don't mind?
Sure. Which one? Hang on a second.
Oddball. The oddball comment says, very interesting, and I'm sure he already knows, because I'm sure he or she, I'm not sure, oddball, male or female, I assume it's male, but oil is not fossil. It's
that one.
It ain't going away. So I'm sure that he probably has seen some of the content that I've seen for years and years. You know how they call it, they say oil and gas is a fossil fuel, right? And again, all respect to Oddball, I'm pretty sure he probably knows what I'm talking about here, since he made the comment. It's not fossil. They labeled it fossil fuel because they wanted the psyche of the American people to think that it's not a renewable resource. There's only so much of it because it came from dinosaurs. Remember that shit, right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
bullshit.
Well,
We're
hey,
gonna run out of oil
hey,
by
but-
1985 or 1995,
yeah,
right? Well, here's the truth of it. People, do people understand what's at the center, at the core of this planet? They used to think it was molten lava, but it's not. It's kinetic energy, and by its power, its heat, its force, it turns the sub layers. Of course, way down below the surface layers, it turns stuff into
Mud.
so it's not ever going to go away. It's
Electric
not ever going
Universe.
to go away.
But
So
hey,
why
hey,
wouldn't-
was it? Hang on a second. Was it? If you got to go to the Discord, man. These guys are putting out some good stuff on my Discord. Was it you, Aura, that put up that video where the guy was showing clips from the 50s where they're like, we're gonna run out of oil, 70s, we're gonna run out of oil, 80s, we're gonna run out of oil, 90s, we're gonna run out of oil. It's like no,
Yeah.
right.
we haven't run out of
Yeah, I
oil yet.
saw that today. One of you guys posted something about that. I saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
That was
but
good.
it is. It's really an unlimited resource. And you know, why would
But
you?
what you don't realize is we are the unlimited resource. Try and catch up,
Right.
brother.
We are the energy.
We are the unlimited resource.
Right.
And they're going to execute a fuck ton of us.
Yeah, and see, Donnie said the same thing there. It will go away in the sense of them taking it away. Right. Exactly. And it's amazing how
Everyone always says, "What are you gonna do?" I said, "Well, I guess we'll find out when they get to me." I was just like, "Fuck it."
it amazes me how
I could be honest like that though, because I have balls like that. Seriously, do.
okay. Well, it amazes me how dumbed down and pliable the majority of our population is when it comes to watching the vision and the program guide, how pliable and dumbed down people are to believe what's coming at them, and they don't have those discernible skills. They don't have the critical thinking. Critical thinking is way back in the storage cabinet, and it's got 3 inches of dust on it because people can't.
To quote my old friend,
Bill,
"We'll never hear the
Bill,
shot
Bill,
that kills them."
Well, Bill, you had a couple live feeds here named Discernment, right? You did a couple,
Yeah.
right? Discernment, right?
Yep.
If you can't dissect it and you can't critical think and you can't, flex the brain, there used to be this common belief that Americans or humans, not Americans, but humans only use 10 to 12% of their brain power. Well, recently, scientists have revealed that most humans are up around the 30 percentile, right? 30 to 32 percentile power usage in their brains, right? And that's
You
just
want to learn to use your head? Do some acid.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's about getting different people's perspectives. Like I said, I don't agree with Aura all the time. I don't agree with JC all the time. I don't agree with other people. They probably don't agree with me all the time. But we're having a discourse where I might hear something from JC and go, I'm not sure about that. And then a couple days later, I'll look into it and go, well, maybe he was right or maybe he was a dumbass. I don't know. But I'm gonna let him, speak his mind, which I try to do and participate in a discourse with people because that's the only way you can learn, man. If you're in your own box, you got one way of thinking all the time. It's just you're not
well, I
growing.
mean, look at this forum right now, man. This forum is fantastic, right? We got people thinking, hearing, seeing, whatever. What we're having, like you just said, we're having discourse. We're flexing our minds. We're flexing our ability. Uh, you know, we're flexing our ability to hone our critical thinking skills, right? We're listening to everybody's perspective, right? Why aren't there 300 brains in this chat right now, right? Just imagine the
I
power,
agree.
of that, right? The power of that, right?
There's a difference in brains, bro.
Sure.
There's
But
5 of us in our chat all the time for a reason, because we're like 5 people that think the same, and the rest of the world's like fucked. That's what
Well,
it is.
hey, we don't all think the same, dude. I can guarantee that.
Well, no,
JC knows
no,
that.
it is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't. We can all sit in the same room together, aren't we?
right.
Well, I mean,
Are we
just
sitting in the same room together?
right.
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
give you. I'll give you a funny example. I'll give you a funny example.
Shit.
Okay. I'll give you a funny example. Right. The other day, I don't know whether it was I posted something or Bill posted something on our Discord, whatever. Right. I think it was me. I posted something or I posted a comment. Right. And I was in one of those, one of those, uh, you know, uh, Jebediah moods, and I was frustrated and pissed off, and like one of those days where I was like, why can't people understand? Why can't they see what's going on, right? And I made a pretty rough comment, right? And Bill came at me like he kind of snuck it in on me. He said, well, I would slightly disagree a bit. I said, oh shit, here we go. Here we fucking go, right? But see, that was good because he made me think when his comment came back, right? When he responded, and I said, "Yeah, okay, I agree." It was kind of like borderline agree to disagree, but the thing is we're talking, we're critical thinking,
Right.
we're
And
bouncing.
we still get along and we talk all the time, man. It's no big deal, you know. I don't
Right,
take anything personal. You don't take anything personal. I don't think Aura does either. You know, I
right.
can.
No,
I can.
absolutely not. Dude, most of the time in my world of YouTube, I listen more than I actually. Tonight I fell way off of that bridge, and I made comments all over the place of the YouTube. All bad. I was just let
I'll
it all
correct.
go.
I'll
I
correct your
did.
act tomorrow, man. Don't worry about it. I'll
I
stop.
did. I let it. No, I'm not even talking about here. I'm talking about like I was like in like 5 different live streams, and I was saying shit like "fucking stand up, pussies," kind of, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go, Bill. I
Like,
was gonna
my whole point
ask you that. Hey,
you
Bill.
don't have to. You don't have to
Bill,
agree with everybody 100%. I mean,
I was going to ask you to
we're
highlight
still
that
we're
comment from.
still friends, James. And
Yeah.
James is probably my closest confidant, other than my family. And I appreciate that. And yeah, we do
yeah,
butt
I
heads.
better come in at least a close 7th or 8th or 9th.
Messing with
You're up
my
on the
emotions, man. I'm gonna cry and shit, man. Damn.
No shit.
Shit
Yeah,
down.
my bass will never be the same now, Bill.
yeah. Well,
But
Oh shit!
listen,
I got yelled at.
I was gonna ask True Seeker female. I know she's gonna laugh when I say this, but you just highlighted that people say True Seeker said people say I believe in too many conspiracy info stuff, whatever. But I do my research, and most of the time I'm right with a lot of stuff. Now, this is a joke, True Seeker. Okay, this is a joke. But how often do you shine your tinfoil hat every week? That's a joke. Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But
Stick your ass up here and say hi.
hey, I mean, we got 6 in here. There were 7 in here earlier. The combined knowledge and the wisdom I think people have that show up to my channel at least. I mean, it says a lot.
oh,
People
damn, she shines it daily.
they're pretty.
Daily. Oh, man.
What?
She shines her tinfoil hat daily, man. Damn.
That girl.
Oh, daily. Okay, there you go.
I know she would too.
Yeah, but just on the rebound, like all the stuff that people have been finding out and discovering and exposing all these years, right? And people would laugh at people with thoughts like that. Um, Bill, one of my both you guys and the chat, one of my favorites all time is Bill Cooper, and most of you probably know who Bill Cooper is. Behold the Pale Horse, right? But he was saying this shit in the 80s. He was saying all this shit in the 80s and how things were going to go and, all this other stuff. And I used to listen to his broadcast out of Nevada, believe it or not. back in the 80s and 90s. I used to listen to his show, man, and where I could find it. And you know, like you guys know, I've always said I woke up in late '95. So when I started, getting my head full of all the kind of stuff that he was saying, and people called him a nut, a conspiracy theorist, and this and that. But he was bang on, man, and it took him decades to do it. But look at what we have now. And
Well, right. I think it was like, was it 93? I mean, I was 23 years old then, but when
Come
Ruby
on.
Ridge happened, man, I really started paying attention to shit.
oh yeah, oh, yeah.
At early 20s, I really didn't give a shit about anything. Having a girlfriend at the time, or fiance, and trying to buy a house and shit. It was like, yeah. And once Ruby Ridge hit, it was like, fuck, maybe I should start paying attention a little bit more. So.
Well, I
Dude,
think
hey, can we all bow our heads for like 2 seconds?
Sure.
Oh boy. Amen.
What's
oh
up?
Boy.
Prayers, buddy?
No, I'm just LeBoy.
Oh, yeah.
Say his name.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Say his name, LeBoy.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he do? He jumped out of his car unarmed and got shot to death.
Yep, that was here in Oregon, man. Yep.
So,
Well, I think just along your lines, Bill, when I saw the incompetence of the current Attorney General, not current, but the Attorney General at the time, when I saw Waco go down, I said,
Yeah.
"Oh man, they're full on.
Yep.
They're full on now. They're full on."
Good old Janet Reno, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wasn't going to say her name, but yeah. When I saw that happen, I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! This is a little bit of tyranny on steroids here." And that really fired me up. And then they used the stool pit. Well, that's a whole nother video, man. But the whole thing about Oklahoma City, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
But, puppy, there's a puppy. Look at the puppy. There's a puppy over there.
That's a freedom dog.
Do I got her in there good?
Freedom
I can't
dog.
see.
Yeah. She's cute, man. She's cute.
She's a beast, and you know what? No one can outrun her across my yard.
Daddy's girl.
She might look chubby, but there ain't no outrun that bitch.
We love pups,
cute,
man.
Cute
Absolutely.
puppy. Yeah. But thanks for showing us that, man. But yeah, I don't want to. I feel like I'm sucking a lot of oxygen out of the room here, but
oh man, you got a good oxygen, brother. You have good oxygen. You're not sucking it out. Maybe you exhale oxygen. Who knows?
Yeah, True Seeker, I see you there. You said
you know what I mean? Because when you talk, maybe you're fueling something. Hopefully, right?
Hopefully we all are. Hopefully we all.
That's the only reason I'm fucking here right now. I swear to God.
Well, it's if we could grow and build, a little bit of here, a couple drops of water here and there, whatever, we can build it and grow it and get some people involved, and it's like with the small group that we have, and we have our little Signal group and we have our Discord and all that kind of stuff, and we pretty much got about four corners covered across the country with the people that we're in our small circle with, right? But the thing that I love about what we're doing is we're all communicating. We're all sending messages. We're all posting stuff in our community. Like Bill said, we're using the tools that we have available to us, right? And we're being discreet, we're being careful, but we're critically thinking all day, every day, aren't we? And
I'm being stalked by a predator.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I get up in the morning and do my stuff, let the dog out and whatever, and I'll check Signal. Sorry guys, I have to turn my notifications off because if I'm doing a video or something, I don't like that to pop up.
Fine,
Right now.
Ellie. Leave me hanging,
But
man.
I'll hit signal and there'll be like 12 fucking messages, and I'm like, shit, what's this, man?
Yeah, we've had some good conversations, haven't we? I mean,
Absolutely.
it's but the thing is we're, I hate to plug my motto here for my channel, but we're real, we're dynamic, and we're bold. We're always doing stuff. We're moving, we're shaking, and we're sharing information, and we're
Right.
connected.
And we all have different personalities, right? I mean,
Right.
you got a channel, you know what it takes to run a channel, and we got other people in the group, in our little small tiny group there. Like I said, we may not agree all the time, but shit, we're fucking chatting every day, right?
Right. Right. Right.
But that's
So,
like the anti of racist, really, if you think about it. You know? Sometimes I paint my face black.
oh damn. Okay.
Not like
Well,
that.
hey, I don't know if you guys want to go too much
It's
longer.
just for hunting stuff, you know? You
Yeah,
seen the
I don't know.
vest earlier.
You guys want to keep going longer, I can do it, but I was, it's not easy to have a channel and run a live stream, man. It takes
Well, hey,
a
can
lot.
I do your shout outs for you? Thank everybody for being here.
Sure,
Man,
yeah.
Okay, we got, from what I can see here on the chat, we've got, who's this Aura person? Aura something. I don't know who that is. Aura, Northern Brigade, G'day, Hexafus, Brilford Wimley. That is so catchy.
why don't you go ahead and read through all of mine? All of them. I was busy. Why don't you actually acknowledge them and read them? There
Now
was
we
a
don't.
little bit of meaning in there, man.
Come on,
G'day,
start your
G'day.
own channel and do
Yeah,
your
man. I dare you, man. I dare you. Start your own damn channel, man.
Double
Donnie,
dog dare you.
Donnie Cantrell. I'm not forgetting anybody. Hexafus, Donnie. Too fast for. I don't want to say that word on this channel, but thank you. Too fast for. Only because we're playing the YouTube game here. Sorry. Truth Seeker Female. How you doing? Truth Seeker Female.
Oh, hi, True Seeker female.
Yeah, and who else we got? Did I miss
Odd-
anybody? Oddball. Did I say Oddball? Oddball and Too Fast. Too Fast is there. I think I got everybody.
yeah,
I,
cool.
it's great, man. It's great to see a
Yeah.
lot of people here.
Well,
And,
hey, I like this when we get interactive, which I'd like more of. But the interactive chat tonight was pretty good. So thanks for everybody showing up. And I don't know, man. It's we we live in trying times, man. And all we can do is, eye of the tiger, press on every day.
Love your dogs.
Yeah, love your dogs, absolutely.
oh yeah.
Mine's sleeping, but yeah, thanks for everybody showing up. Thanks,
Get
guys,
his one.
for putting up on the panel. And I may have pissed off some people tonight, but whatever,
Yeah, whatever, man.
I don't care.
If they're falling off board, they're falling off board. I think Ellie wants a pee.
It's like I used to tell my son when he was young. Dad's gonna have diarrhea of the mouth with you through your life. He's gonna tell you a lot of things, right? Take what you can, what you think is of value from it, and move forward. And I pounded that into my son's head for years. And when he started being able to predict what I was going to say next, that's kind of a joke, but when he started being able to predict what I was going to say next, that was fun. But take what you can of value from it, and
Yeah,
spread the word. And I would encourage, since we're, Bill is taking the time to host these feeds, and he doesn't like to be recognized and appreciated. But
Who's
any
Bill? I don't
one of
even know Bill.
right.
Oh,
But
did you
any
hear
one
that?
of
My
us
dog's
that's out
gonna eat
here,
somebody.
well, any one of us that's out here, and I'm looking forward to Aura's new channel when he creates it. And that was a joke, by the way. But
I
we're
could,
sticking our
dude.
necks
I
out.
think I have the character to do it. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Well, we're
I
sticking
just
our
don't
necks
have
out.
no one to help me do it.
Yeah,
hey,
we
I
can.
can help you, dude. I mean, I help. James knows how much I put into shit. What was it last year
Oh
or the
yeah.
year
Oh
before?
yeah.
fuck, man. You know, I just,
Yeah, I
all
got the
three-
sense of humor and everything and the stuff, but I just don't have the.
I can set it all up for you, dude. It'd take me like less than an hour.
I'm
And
a
then
computer tard. I'll admit that. I'm a
I
computer
can
tard.
make it simple for you, but you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
we can line you up, bro. But you know, the thing is it's a
Yeah.
tool. It's a tool that can be used, and you know, even if it's just a channel for, even if you just wanted to use it to connect like people in your area, you know, let them know you
Or
got a channel.
about your opinions, man. You know,
Yeah, man, and connect. Use the technology, use the tools that are out here for us,
Yeah.
and
I
yeah,
hope my dog's big vagina doesn't get your channel shut down.
oh yeah, but we can, you know, we can we can use the tools that are out here for us, and for those of us that take the initiative and the risk to get out there and connect people and provide forums for them, I think that deserves a little bit of appreciation. And you know, not beating my own chest or you know, Bill's beating his chest or anything like that, but we're out here and we're trying to connect and build things. And you know, even if it's just the connection and the critical thinking, man, that's powerful stuff, right? So
Right.
uh,
Well, you know, I mean,
As much as the urgency for us to all connect, we all have to be
sure.
really careful because we have to remember there's been like 5 of us here. Okay,
Right.
guys? And I'm not fucking bullshitting you or trying to fucking push you this way or that way or I have no, I don't know what you call it, political affiliation. I'm saying his friends, Bill, my friend,
Yeah. No.
James,
No. I
you're my
agree, but
friend.
you know, I don't want to be
And
like other channels that get 1,000 people and they talk about nothing for 3 hours. You know,
Right.
no,
it's
it's not about that. It's not about that at all. The fact of the matter is like all that shit's over with, man. That shit's a thing of the past, and they're about to take lock, stock, barrel, and control of it. Okay? And they're doing it with this bullshit with all the propaganda from this war that is going on. Okay? I'm saying it out loud. You guys
Well,
hear me?
they're
You
not
hear
gonna,
me?
you know the phrase, they're not gonna let any opportunities or any crises go to waste, right? So, but
Well,
you know, they're not gonna they're gonna capitalize on everything they can for the manipulation and the control. So um I'm just saying, you know, short and sweet because I know it's late and we got to get going here. But Bill's been on here for like an hour and a half, right? But you know, for those of us that are doing it and trying to bring things together, um, you know, don't bow down to us. It's just be part of it. Be part of it and try to build whatever ways you can. And the other thing I want to say is that we're all here to help each other, right? We're supposed to be a community of strong, formidable people. So we're here to help each other. And again, Bill doesn't like recognition, but he's helped me a lot with my channel stuff over the years. And you know, there's skill sets and resources here, and I think we have to capitalize on what we can do together and build that formidable base. So that's all I want to say. Enough oxygen used there.
yeah. No,
Bill,
absolutely.
thanks for
Thanks.
being
Me,
you know.
you don't have to chime me out for praise or anything, but yeah, guys, I'm kind of fading out, and thanks for showing up. Appreciate it, and I was just good with words. I'd say a prayer, but you know, God bless everybody, and have a good weekend. I think tomorrow's Friday, so have a good weekend. If you got kids, hug them. If you got family, tell them you love them, and God bless. Absolutely.
Good night, everybody. Thanks everybody for being
Take care.
here. And
Coming up, man. Appreciate it. See
carry
ya.
forward. Thanks, Bill. Thanks,
Yep.
Aura. Good night, everybody.